Public Meetings Act, PL 19, it's off my phone, 70, whatever it is. Chapter 231, adequate notice of this regular meeting of the Board of Adjustment, the Township of Franklin's been provided. Board members, applicant, professionals, and members of the public, please speak directly into microphones so that our recording secretary can properly process minutes. Applicants and professionals, please fill out the sheet on the table when you've completed your testimony. Thank you, and please call the roll.
Okay, Cheryl Bethia, Richard Prokanic, Vaseem Verdas, Shapendu Singh, all asked to be excused this evening. Alan Rich?
Yes.
Gary Rosenthal?
Here.
Robert Shepard?
Here.
Faraz Khan? Michael Doherty?
Here.
Kunal Lakia?
Here.
Chairman Thomas?
Here. Minutes, regular meeting, July 10th.
Robert Shepard, Michael Doherty, Kunal Lakia cannot vote.
I'll move. Second.
I'll
Somebody has a
second
second. Alan Rich?
it. Yes.
Gary Rosenthal?
Yes.
Chairman Thomas?
Yes. Okay, hearings. LLC ZBA 24-00020, use variance preliminary final site plan with variances in which the applicant is proposing construction of a 30,917 square foot addition to the existing building at 655 Howard Avenue, Somerset. Block 528.04, lots 16103, 162, 16301 in the B1 zone. It's carried to November 20th, 2025. No further notification needed. So if any of you are here for that, it's not being heard tonight. Manjit Singh and Ravinder Kaur, ZBA 24-00011, site plan with the use variance and C variances in which the applicant is proposing to convert the existing repair garage into a convenience store, 339 Elizabeth Avenue, Somerset, block 493.01 in the R10 zone. That's going to be carried to October 9th, 2025. Again, not again, notification, re-notification is necessary. And let's see.
Somerset Bible.
Somerset Bible Baptist Church, ZBA 25-00004, C&D variances in which the applicant's asking permission to build a one-story, 35-foot tall, 8,640 square feet gymnasium at 42 Cedar Grove Lane, Somerset, block 424.02, lot 12.02 in the general. This is not general business zone, is it? It's the R40. It's in the R40 zone, not the GB zone. If you're here for that, that's going to be heard October 16th. Everybody will be re-notified. The one hearing we will have, Faisal Iqbal, ZBA 25-00017, C variances in which the applicant is asking permission to build an in-ground pool, patio, and put in 280 square foot sheds at 228 Bennett's Lane, Somerset, block 88.02, lot 3302, again in the R40 zone. And go ahead.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, board members. My name is John DeLuca from the law firm Savo Schock. I'm here tonight representing the applicants, Faisal Iqbal and Rehana Iqbal. They are the property owners and residents at 228 Bennett's Lane, which, as the chairman indicated, is block 88.02, lot 33.02. This property is located in the R40 zone. It is developed as a single-family home. It's a flag lot, so it's irregularly shaped. The only frontage it has on Bennett's Lane is its driveway, and it has a very long, skinny driveway that goes back to the main part of the property where the single-family home exists. So this is in the R40 zone where single-family homes are permitted as well as their accessory uses. On either side of this property, there are also single-family homes, and then in front of the flag lot, there is also a single-family home. And then behind the property is the BI zone, so it has industrial uses to its rear. So the proposal here tonight is for the owners to construct a new in-ground pool, as well as the associated patio space around that pool, and then finally 2 sheds in the rear corner of the property that will store equipment. And my client is here to testify, and he'll explain why there's a need for 2 sheds and why there's a request for the size pool that they're looking for. So to get a little bit more technical, and this will be testified to as well by my client, they want to build an in-ground pool that's approximately 20 by 40 feet. So about 800 square feet, along with the associated patio area. That associated patio area is about 992 square feet. And then you also have the 2 sheds, which are each 10 by 18 for 180 square feet each. So those are all of the requested improvements for the site that impact the deviation from your zoning ordinance that we're requesting relief from, and that's the maximum impervious coverage. So in the zone, 20% maximum impervious coverage is permitted, and actually right now, as the site exists today, it slightly exceeds that. The owner and applicant was not aware that the property that they purchased a number of years ago exceeded that impervious coverage. They found out when they applied for the permit to construct the pool. So as it exists today, it's at 20.8. And with this proposal, if it is approved, it'll be 22.3. So the deviation from 20% we're seeking is only 2.3%. So as I've indicated a couple times, I do have one witness here with me tonight. That's Faisal Iqbal, the applicant, resident, and owner. And I just want to, before we get to his testimony, I do want to note there are a couple of technical comments in the TRC report, which I believe is dated July 29th, 2025. We had an opportunity to review. And those technical comments are related to stormwater management. And this application will be subject to stormwater management controls, but those are really, they will impact the permitting process. And my client has retained the firm, the Reynolds Group, and Mitch Ardman, the professional engineer, reviewed the application. He reviewed the TRC report, and he indicated to me that he feels he can adequately address those concerns through the permitting process, although he could not be here tonight. So unless there's any other housekeeping matters or technical questions for me from a legal perspective, I'd like my first and only witness to be sworn in to testify.
Go ahead.
Do you want to raise your hand to be sworn in?
Yes, sir. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm
that the testimony you're about to give before this board is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Can you just repeat your name, spell your last name for the record, please?
Yeah, my name is Faisal Iqbal. Last name is Iqbal.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Iqbal, displayed on the screen and also before you is our one and only exhibit that we'll be referencing tonight. Can you describe to me what that exhibit is and who prepared it?
Yeah, so this is a plan for a pool.
You need to speak much more closely to the microphones
Okay.
so that we can record this and we can type it later.
Yep.
Okay.
So, yeah, the plan in front of me is for a pool in my backyard. It has a patio around it and a walkway up to the pool. And yeah, it's about 20 by 40, the pool, and the patio is around 990 square feet.
Okay, and I omitted this in my opening, but you're also proposing a 6-foot fence around the patio area, isn't that correct?
That is correct, yes.
And that's because when you build an in-ground pool, you're required to fence in that area, right?
Correct, that's a requirement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure that that was noted, so there was no omission there. So why do you want to install this pool?
So the primary reason I want to install the pool is to have my kids for a place to swim and learn how to swim, and I also want to be able to use it for health reasons to do laps in it. It's big enough for me to be able to do laps, and have a few friends over so they can actually enjoy the pool. So it's not super large, but it's large enough to have a few families over and have, if my kids who are 13 and 11, if they have some few friends over, they can enjoy the pool, and it's large enough that a few of them can come and actually enjoy and be in our backyard.
Okay, so, that explains the pool, but you're proposing 2 sheds. Can you explain why 2 sheds?
Yeah, the reason I wanted 2 sheds is that I'm going to keep one for the equipment and all the pool cleaning supplies and chemicals that we would want to use. I want to keep that locked and separate. The second one would be for pool toys and furniture storage that we would like to store. So I just want to keep those separate. That's why I requested 2 separate ones.
So just to kind of rephrase what you said, one's really going to be for equipment, and then one's going to be for, maybe the patio furniture and some lawn games for your kids?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously, you wouldn't want the equipment that might have some chemicals for the pool to intermix with that patio furniture and your kids' toys?
Correct, yeah.
Sir, Faisal, is that how you say it?
It's Facile.
Facile,
Yeah.
okay. Do the sheds sit on the patio that you're going to create?
No, it's separate in the back.
Okay. Is it near the property line?
Yeah, I believe so. I think there has to be a certain distance away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
But you did it the certain distance away?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, exactly,
good.
yep.
All right.
Nothing flammable in the sheds?
No, the shed is not constructed right now, so there's nothing there, but no, nothing will be flammable.
Nothing flammable.
But yeah, I'm not sure if the pool chemicals, whatever I have to store, I believe I have to store primarily salt and cleaning equipment, so I believe they're not flammable.
But nothing extraordinary or hazardous?
No.
Okay. Now, you're surrounded by a few neighbors. Have you talked to any of your neighbors about what you're proposing here?
Correct. One of the neighbors is here today. Yeah, I've spoken to them, and yeah, they're comfortable with the pool.
Okay.
Are they here because they're unhappy with what you're doing?
No, they're here to support the plant.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
As the neighbor nods slowly and back.
So just a couple other things that I want to put on the record is the shape of your property. So your property is shaped like a flag, correct?
Correct.
So that's not a typical shape of a property. Normally they're rectangles or squares. So is this a difficulty you faced when you submitted the zoning application, that because of that long paved driveway you had, that it increases your impervious coverage?
Correct. It's I think it's almost 18% or so just on driveway.
Okay. And that's 18% of the impervious coverage, not
Correct,
Not
yes.
18% of coverage from the driveway.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, okay. So did you? Trying to think. I don't have any further questions for Mr. Iqbal unless the board does.
Anybody have a question?
Do you happen to know the main portion of the lot where your house is, excluding the flagpole, which does extend a very long distance, much longer than is typical for a flag lot? Do you happen to know what the impervious coverage is of kind of the main portion of your lot?
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Okay, all right, that's fine, thank you.
You went over the suggestions from the committee about the things he should be looking out for.
You're referring to the Environmental Commission or the TRC?
The TRC.
So I noted 2 comments, or I think there were 3 comments, but yeah, so the first comment really refers to the statutory criteria for variance, and then comments 2 and 3 relate to storm water.
I'm concerned with number 3, so that he's aware of those suggestions that the committee's making.
Right. So yeah, he did review those, and as I mentioned, Mr. Ardman, who could not be here, he is aware of those. So through the permitting process, obviously, if it's our understanding that these are not going to present an issue to prevent this, but if through the permitting process it's revealed that this is an issue, then he won't be able to construct the pool.
Well, these things, what you're saying is can be done without adding additional pervious coverage.
Correct. And if that's not the case, then my client's going to have to come back before this board to seek different approval.
Okay, we kind of needed to get that on the record. Any other questions? Anything else you want to add?
There's nothing to add. I think that we adequately described what the proposal is and the unique shape of the lot. In my experience, I do think that this justifies the relief. He wants to provide a place for his kids to play. He wants to provide a place for their friends to play. He wants them to be under their supervision and not going to someone else's house. And of course, also he wants to enjoy the recreation and exercise in his pool to do laps. We have a neighbor here who I hope will voice his support for this application. So I don't think that it poses any substantial detriment to the neighborhood. And then it's a use that's consistent with the zoning plan and the zoning scheme and the master plan. So for those reasons, I think that this board can feel very comfortable and confident in granting an approval.
Okay, we'll open to the public then. Do any of you three wish to make a comment or ask a question about the application? Come on up to the podium.
Yeah,
We
I
need
just
your
had
name and address.
Sounds like a reasonable, request. A couple of questions. How many neighbors will be able to see the pool?
I don't
you-
think your mic
you-
is on.
A couple of things we're having a problem with here.
Yeah.
The mic may not be on. Number two, you have to tell us who you are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, first, okay, make sure the mic is working.
It's our switch here.
Put it up to your mouth. It's on, because I turned it on.
It's on?
Yeah,
It's on.
there you go.
Oh,
You just have to be close to it.
Okay, I can handle that. Thank you.
Okay, so we need your name and your address.
Sure, no problem. Greg Starr at 5 Darby Road in Somerset. It sounds like a fairly reasonable proposal. One question I had, how many neighbors from their property will be able to see the pool?
I believe only one, which would be Tom, because of the placement of the lot. But there is another neighbor to the, sorry, I believe only one because of the placement of the lot. The closest person is Tom, who my neighbor is sitting behind me. There is another neighbor on the other side, but there's tree. His property has quite a lot of trees that block direct line of sight.
Okay, yeah, it sounded good. You could put a 6-foot fence around it, which I think is a great idea. One question I have about the fence, is that going to be like a wire fence you can see through, or like a privacy fence, a 6-foot privacy fence where you cannot see through? Which have you decided which kind you're going to have?
I haven't actually decided, but I think what I was thinking is a metal straight one, not the wire, the metal straight line ones.
Like solid white?
Not solid white, the ones that you can
Like
see
a
through.
wrought iron one?
Yeah, you can see through them. Yeah.
But you can see through it?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know, some neighbors might prefer a more solid, like white thing, but that's up to the neighbors, I guess, and you to decide what's best. But I think that overall, it sounds like a pretty reasonable proposal. Thank you, that's all.
Thank you. Anyone else? Then we'll close to the public. Anything more from the board? You want to add anything?
Nothing further to add. Thank you.
All right. Quite frankly, for the 1.8% or whatever you're adding, from my point of view, it's not even worth discussing what can you take away to reduce the impervious coverage. I think, it stands out that you're having 2 sheds, but I think you have a very reasonable thought separating the chemicals from the equipment that people actually handle and use. So I have no issues whatsoever, but any other board comments? Anyone want to make a motion?
I move that we, wait. I move that we grant Faisal, and I'm sorry, your name is?
Rayhana.
And Rayhan Iqbal, the variance for impervious coverage needed for them to build a pool and a patio and install 2 sheds 10 by 18 on their property. They will comply with the needs of the town regarding the water drainage requirement, because they'll be adding 1,000 feet, and they understand that they have represented to us through, they have spoken, the attorney has spoken with another person who says that those requirements can be complied with.
We need a second.
Okay.
I'll second.
Yeah. You second, right, Bob? Thomas?
Alan?
Oh, he said somebody needs to second, sorry. Alan Rich, okay. Alan Rich?
Yes.
Gary Rosenthal?
Yes.
Robert Shepherd?
Yes.
Michael Doherty?
Yes.
Ron Lapierre?
Yes.
Yes, enjoy.
Oh, my God.
We'll have a,
How deep is your pool?
I think about 8 feet on the deep end.
8 is the deep end, and
Yeah.
like 3 is the
Yeah,
shallow end?
3 is the
Yeah.
shallow end.
Yeah.
Thank you.
okay, we'll entertain a motion to close.
I move that we close tonight's meeting.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned.